Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning and good afternoon, everyone. Today, I will present our journal titled "The Dark Side of Artificial Intelligence: How AI Technology Fuels Sexual Harassment and Exploitation." And please introduce me. I am Anisa Fitria, with name 1H7231099. Okay, introduction. As we know, the rapid development of AI has brought remarkable innovation, but at the same time, it has also opened new pathways for technology-facilitated gender-based violence. In Indonesia, almost 95% of young people access internet daily. However, a UNICEF Interpol survey showed that around 500,000 Indonesian children experience online sexual exploitation or abuse each year. Worse, more than half of these cases go unreported, creating an invisible crisis. Globally, similar trends are emerging. For example, the U.S. National Center for Missing and Exploited Children reported over 7,000 cases of AI-generated child sexual material in just 2 years. This alarming development motivates our study, which examines how AI accelerated sexual exploitation through deepfake pornography, AI-powered notification, AI-based sextortion, chatbot grooming, algorithmic amplification of misogyny, and how Indonesian legal system struggles to respond effectively. Literature review. In a literature review, the study from artificial intelligence through a feminist technology lens ascertains that the AI is not a neutral tool but a socially embedded system that inherits gender biases and intensifies technology-facilitated gender-based violence, or TVGBV. Rather than creating isolated incident, AI amplifies existing structural inequalities, turning digital platform into extension of particle control where women and girls experience disproportionate harm. The review identifies three escalating factors of abuse: the rapid proliferation of non-consensual deepfake pornography and modification, app used for sextortion and monetization, the use of empathic AI chatbot to psychologically groom minors, and the structural violence of engagement-driven algorithms that systematically amplify misogynistic content. The technical mechanisms are compounded by significant governance deficit, as legal framework like Indonesian TPKS law lack specific provision for synthetic media, and voluntary safety by design principles remain insufficient to ensure accountability. The next is the methods. The methods one is data collections. Data were obtained through academic journals, NGO reports, policy document, and relevant use investigation. Jadi, semi-structured interview, direct observation, and relevant document, participants select purposely for rich insight. The second is selection and analysis. We apply thematic analysis, coding, and grouping data to identify major patterns. thematic analysis involving coding, categorization, and team development to identify patterns and meanings. And the third, model evaluation. Credibility was ensured through data triangulation, peer review, and member checking. Ensure credibility and trustworthiness using triangulation, peer review, and member checking. And the last is discussion and implication. Findings were then interpreted and connect to broader theories and real-world contexts, especially in Indonesia. Interpreted themes link findings to existing theory, highlighted practical and policy implication, and not study limitation. The next is the result. Our study identifies four main findings. The four findings, the one is direct exploitation via generative AI. The issue is the fact pornography and AI notification impact use in sectarian and proliferates globally. In Indonesia, a victim face significant barriers as the sexual violence crimes law, lack explicit provision for AI-generate image abuse, allowing it to spread with impunity. And the second is psychological manipulation by conversation AI. Issue AI chatbots are grooming tools. Impact, this demonstrates that current content filters and safety guidelines are inadequate, mirroring predatory human behaviors and making chatbot potent instruments for psychological manipulation. And the third, algorithmic amplification of hostile content is the social media recommendation system. Impact the progressively increase user exposure to misogynistic and gender hostile content, normalizing sexist narrative and reinforcing harmful stereotypes. These constitutes are structural AI-mediated form of violence. And the last is insufficient governance and ethical frameworks. Also, critical gaps in regulation and law enforcement. Impact legal ambiguity. Indonesian TPK KS law is not updated for generative AI misuse, leaving law enforcement unprepared. Weak safeguard, voluntary safety by design, principles from AI developers are inconsistently applied, lack robust oversight, and are not mandatory, failing to provide a comprehensive solution. Discussion as AI as a digital extension of gender power. AI does not create new gender-based violence; it accelerated and expanded it. Legal and cultural challenges in Indonesia. Indonesia faces legal gaps regarding synthetic sexual content, low digital forensic capacity, and strong cultural stigma that silences the victim. Global factors and comparative insight. While developed countries are also struggling, some have begun criminalizing the sexual content. Indonesia can learn from these international approaches. And the discussion, recommendation, and practical implication. The study proposed, 1. Updating the TPKS law to include AI-generated sexual imagery, 2. Improving law enforcement digital forensics, 3. Strengthening collaboration with tech platform, 4. Conducting public education and digital literacy program, and 5. Providing accessible survivor support service. and the limitation and future direction. Most literature in English limiting local perspective. AI evolves faster than academic research and limited research in Southern Asian context. And the conclusion In conclusion, this study highlights the urgent need to address how AI fuels sexual harassment and exploitation. Key takeaway: AI accelerates gender-based violence by increasing speed, reach, and anonymity. Deepfake pornography, nudification, grooming chatbots, and harmful algorithm represent significant threats. Indonesia faces a major governance deficit due to outdated law and limited digital forensic capacity. A holistic response is essential, combining legal reform, education, ethical AI development, and survivor-centered approaches. Only through comprehensive and collaborative effort can we ensure that AI innovation prioritizes safety, justice, and human dignity. Thank you. Thank you. This is my presentation. I hope this is. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.